Welcome to our channel, where rare finds turn into real treasures. You might want to check your change, because these ultra-rare quarter-dollar coins are making collectors' hearts race and wallets grow. Some of these coins could be worth far more than you'd ever expect. Make sure to watch till the end so you don't miss a single valuable detail. It was just a regular day. Someone pulled a quarter from their change, something you'd usually toss in a jar or slide into a parking meter. But this coin wasn't ordinary. It was a 1965 quarter, no mint mark, nothing flashy. Yet that plain-looking coin turned out to be worth a stunning amount of money. This isn't fiction. This is real. That small, overlooked piece of pocket change sold for thousands of dollars. How? Let's go back to the moment it all began. In the mid-1960s, the US economy was shifting fast. The value of silver was climbing, and it was starting to cost more to make coins than the money they represented. People began hoarding silver coins, melting them down, and causing a serious coin shortage. It pushed the government to make a big change. In 1965, the US Mint stopped using silver in quarters. Instead, they created a copper-nickel-clad coin, cheaper, more practical, and faster to produce. It looked almost identical to the silver version, but the inside told a different story, a copper core with cupronickel plating. The change solved one problem, but it also created a new mystery. To discourage hoarding, the Mint took another bold step. They removed mint marks from all coins. Whether a coin was made in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco, it wouldn't show any identifying letter. This move was designed to keep the public from favoring coins from one location over another. Every 1965 quarter was stripped of its mint mark, completely neutral. They made more than 1.8 billion quarters that year. On paper, it was one of the most common coins ever made. So how could one be worth nearly $100,000? That's where rarity, condition, and a little bit of luck come in. Let's talk design. The 1965 quarter kept the same visuals from earlier years: George Washington's profile on the front, the eagle on the reverse, both designed by John Flanagan. But beneath the surface, a few coins slipped through the cracks of history. Literally, during the transition from silver to clad coinage, some silver planchets from 1964 were accidentally left in the machines. A small number of 1,965 quarters were struck on these silver blanks. They look almost identical to clad quarters, but they're heavier, sound different when dropped, and have a smoother, cleaner edge without the copper stripe. These accidental silver quarters weren't supposed to exist. That's what makes them incredibly rare and valuable. Very few have been confirmed, and when they surface, collectors compete fiercely to get their hands on one. Then there's condition. Most 1965 quarters saw circulation, collecting scratches, wear, and grime. But a select few remained untouched, perfectly preserved since the day they were minted. These are the coins that grade mint state, especially MS-67 or higher. A coin in MS-68 condition is nearly flawless and extremely rare. These pristine examples are what grab attention at auctions. In 1965, there were no proof sets produced, but the Mint did create special mint sets, or SMS. These were made for collectors and had a higher quality finish than regular coins. SMS quarters with a crisp strike and strong visual contrast, called cameo or deep cameo, are also highly valued, especially when graded at the highest levels. And then there are the errors. Double strikes, die clashes, off-center images. These mistakes may seem minor, but in the coin world, they can add thousands in value. Collectors are always looking for something unusual. The right combination of error and condition turns a basic quarter into a high-stakes prize. Some coins were simply born lucky. A regular-looking 1965 quarter pulled from a box of old change was sent for grading and came back with an MS-68 rating. That single grade, just one level higher than common mint state coins, skyrocketed its value. What's amazing is that there's no flashy sign. No glitter. No bright color. No unique design. It's the same quarter millions of Americans spent without a second thought. But because of its perfect condition, its rarity, and the story behind the year it was made, it now lives in coin collecting legend. for most people, a 1965 quarter is still worth just 25 cents. That's the reality. But for a rare few, those minted in error, preserved in perfection, or struck on leftover silver blanks, the value can be life-changing. And now, here's what you came to hear. One particular 1965 quarter, an ultra-rare example in exceptional condition, a coin that checks every box for collectors, was sold for an incredible price. That coin, that simple-looking piece of American change, sold $4.97000. Just imagine, something most people wouldn't even glance at twice, casually tossed on a counter or lost in a car cup holder, turning out to be worth more than most people's annual salary. It's a reminder that treasures don't always sparkle. Sometimes, they hide in plain sight. So next time you reach into your pocket, check your change a little closer. That old quarter might not be as ordinary as it seems. Now, let's move on to the next rare coin that's quietly taken the spotlight, and trust me, this one might surprise you even more. You're sorting through your change. Quarters, dimes, pennies, the usual. Nothing stands out, until your fingers pause on a slightly older coin. The year reads 1981, and there's a small P stamped on the obverse. You hesitate. It doesn't look damaged. It doesn't look rare. Just a regular Philadelphia minted quarter, right? But here's where things get interesting. At first glance, this coin blends into the background. But the world of coin collecting teaches us one thing over and over again: sometimes the most valuable treasures are the ones hiding in plain sight. The 1981 quarter from the Philadelphia Mint was never designed to be a collector's item. That year, the Mint struck millions of them. And with no major design changes, it didn't raise any red flags at the time. But every so often, under the constant hum of high-speed presses, something slips through. An error, a flaw, a momentary misalignment. And that's exactly what happened. This coin was struck with a rare mechanical misalignment, an error subtle enough to pass unnoticed by the Mint's inspection team, but clear to a trained collector. A portion of the design was off-center. The rim was uneven. There was a slight shift in the image of Washington's profile. A combination of visual cues that, alone, might not have meant much, but together, they formed something rare. But the story doesn't end there. The real kicker was the coin's condition. Despite being over 4 decades old, this quarter looked practically untouched. No scratches, no dings, no signs of wear. It was as if it had been frozen in time, perfectly preserved. When experts got their hands on it, they were stunned. They graded it mint state 68, which is near perfect for a coin from the early 1980s. The odds of finding such a flawless specimen from that era are incredibly slim. In the world of numismatics, condition is everything. A rare error coin can be valuable, but a pristine rare error coin? That's the kind of thing collectors dream about. It's what takes a coin from interesting to extraordinary. Now, you might be wondering why these errors happen in the first place. The truth is, even the most meticulous production lines can't guarantee perfection every time. The Mint runs millions of coins through their presses every day. Sometimes a die shifts just a tiny bit. Sometimes a planchet, the metal blank the coin is struck on, is slightly off. These minor hiccups create what collectors call minting errors. Most are discarded or unnoticed, but occasionally one sneaks through, becoming a rare collectible. What makes this 1981 P quarter so fascinating is that it wasn't just any error. It was a perfect storm, a subtle but clear misalignment combined with a near-pristine condition. And because such coins are incredibly rare, they command attention, and prices, that might surprise you. Word about this coin started spreading slowly at first, mostly among collectors and coin experts. But as more people saw images and details, excitement grew. It was clear this wasn't just another run-of-the-mill quarter, it was a genuine rarity. When it finally hit the auction block, the buzz turned into a frenzy. Collectors from around the world began placing bids, eager to claim this rare piece of history. The competition was fierce, the stakes high. The auction quickly escalated into a battle of wills, with offers climbing higher and higher, and then, the final gavel came down. That ordinary-looking 1981 P quarter, pulled from a handful of forgotten change, sold for an astonishing $89,000. Stick with me here, because this is where it gets real for you. Coins like this don't only live in museum cases or vaults. They show up in everyday places: garage sales, inherited boxes of coins, tucked away in grandma's old purse. It's the thrill of the unknown that keeps collectors searching, turning over every coin with curiosity and hope. And stories like this prove one thing: treasure doesn't always sparkle. Sometimes, it jingles in your pocket. This 1981 quarter wasn't famous until someone took a closer look. Until someone noticed the off-center design, the strange rim, the untouched surface. Most people would have spent it without thinking twice. But one person didn't. One person checked just a little closer, and because of that moment, they ended up holding a coin worth $89,000. So the next time you're handed change at the store or dump a pile of coins out of an old jar, pay attention. Look at the date. Check the mint mark. Study the edges and the alignment. Most will be common. But maybe, just maybe, one of them won't be. The beauty of coins like this lies in their story. They remind us that history can be found in the smallest details, and that sometimes, the most unexpected objects can carry incredible value. It's a blend of chance, history, and human curiosity that makes collecting so thrilling, and for anyone with a love of coins, or just a little bit of curiosity, it's a reminder to never overlook the ordinary. Because hidden in the ordinary might be something extraordinary waiting to be discovered. Let's keep going. The day's not over yet, and there's still another rare find waiting to be uncovered. Next up, we're diving into a coin that might seem ordinary at first glance, but once you take a closer look, you'll understand why it has collectors buzzing all over the world. The 1995 quarter minted in Denver, the so-called 1995 D quarter, isn't one of those coins that immediately screams, rare. In fact, millions of these were produced, making it a common sight in circulation for decades. But every once in a while, something happens during the minting process that transforms a run-of-the-mill coin into a highly sought-after collectible. This particular quarter's claim to fame lies in an unusual minting anomaly that's incredibly easy to miss unless you know exactly what to look for. During production, the metal dies that stamp the coin's design sometimes interact in unexpected ways. In the case of the 1995 D quarter, die clash occurred, a rare event where the obverse and reverse dies accidentally strike each other without a coin blank between them, causing faint ghost images of one side's design to appear on the opposite side. What does this look like on the 1995 D quarter? Imagine the face of George Washington, but if you look carefully, you might catch the faint outline of the eagle's wings or feathers showing up on his cheek or around the rim. It's subtle, so subtle that most people wouldn't notice it without close inspection. But to coin enthusiasts and experts, these ghostly impressions are like hidden signatures that prove the coin's uniqueness and rarity. But here's where things get even more interesting: the condition of these era quarters can vary widely, but some have been preserved in nearly flawless condition, retaining their original sharp details and luster. It's rare for coins from the mid-1990s, especially those that have circulated, to look this pristine. That's what elevates this coin from a curious mistake to a truly valuable collectible. Condition is king in the coin world, and when a rare error meets exceptional preservation, the results are extraordinary. Over the years, the story of these 1995 D die clash quarters has slowly spread through numismatic circles. What was once a little-known error is now the subject of heated debates, collector forums, and competitive auctions. Bidders from around the world are eager to claim one of these coins, driving up prices and making them some of the most sought-after quarters in recent history. It's also fascinating to think about the minting process itself. The U.S. Mint operates like a well-oiled machine, producing billions of coins with incredible precision. But despite these high standards, the speed and scale of production mean mistakes sometimes happen. These mistakes, like the die clash on this quarter, are rare glitches in an otherwise flawless operation, giving collectors the chance to own a piece of minting history that's truly one of a kind. This coin's appeal goes beyond its rarity. It's a tangible connection to a moment in time when an error was made, caught only by chance, and preserved through the years. It's a reminder that even the most ordinary objects can carry extraordinary stories, and extraordinary value. Imagine for a moment the journey of this coin. From the moment it was struck at the Denver Mint, rolling out with thousands of others, to finding its way into someone's pocket, spending decades passing quietly from hand to hand, until finally catching the eye of a sharp collector who recognized the subtle error that makes it priceless. That's the magic of numismatics, the thrill of uncovering hidden gems, the joy of discovery, and the potential life-changing surprise in something as small and simple as a quarter. And here's another interesting fact. Coins with minting errors like this often fly under the radar for years before collectors start paying attention. Sometimes, these gems are found in pocket change or forgotten collections, waiting to be discovered and appreciated. It's a reminder that the world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and that the next big find might be closer than you think. Now, think about all the hands this coin has passed through, all the stories it could tell. Each scratch, each mark, tells a chapter of its journey. But despite the wear of everyday life, the ghostly clash marks remain, a silent testament to the moment the dies collided. Collectors don't just see a coin, they see a piece of history frozen in metal. Every die clash error is a unique snapshot of the mint's production process, captured in time. And with only a small number of these error coins surviving in top condition, their rarity continues to grow with each passing year. So, what is this incredible 1995 D quarter actually worth? After all the excitement, after the bids, after the expert appraisals, a pristine 1995 D quarter showing this rare die clash error can sell for as much as $66,000. That's right, a quarter that once passed through countless hands as everyday change can now command a price that rivals luxury collectibles. Can you imagine holding something so common yet so extraordinary? It's proof that sometimes, the next coin you pick up might be far more valuable than you ever imagined. It's the perfect blend of luck, history, and a keen eye for detail that turns a simple coin into a treasure. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, stories like this remind us why the world of coins is so fascinating, full of surprises waiting to be uncovered. Next time you come across a quarter, don't rush past it. Take a closer look. You never know, you might be holding a fortune right in the palm of your hand. So, keep those eyes sharp, and never underestimate the power of a little curiosity. There's still more rare finds to come, so stay tuned, you won't want to miss what's next. Next, let's explore a truly remarkable coin that tells the inspiring story of a trailblazer whose legacy soars far beyond her time, the 2023 USA quarter featuring Bassie Coleman. At first glance, this quarter may look like any other modern coin, but beneath its shiny surface lies a powerful tribute to a woman who broke barriers and rewrote history. Bassie Coleman wasn't just any pilot, she was the first African American and Native American woman to earn a pilot's license, a feat she achieved against tremendous odds in the early 20th century. Born in a time when racial and gender discrimination severely limited opportunities, Bassie refused to be held back. She learned French to train in France because no flight school in the United States would accept her. Her determination, grit, and passion for flight propelled her to heights no one had dared to reach before. This coin is part of the American Women Quarters program, launched by the U.S. Mint to honor pioneering women who have made significant contributions to the nation's history and culture. Bassie Coleman's quarter doesn't just commemorate her accomplishments, it tells a story of courage, determination, and breaking through ceilings that seemed impossible to shatter. The design itself is captivating. On the reverse side, you'll see Bassie Coleman portrayed confidently in her pilot's gear, her gaze set firmly on the horizon. Above her, a biplane soars, symbolizing her passion and achievements in aviation. Every detail, from the wind in her scarf to the vintage aircraft, is meticulously crafted to honor her adventurous spirit and enduring legacy. The obverse, as with all quarters in this series, carries the familiar profile of George Washington, connecting this modern tribute with the deep history of American coinage. But it's the story behind the reverse design that truly makes this coin stand out. Minted in 2023, this quarter reflects a moment in time when the United States continues to recognize the diverse voices and stories that have shaped the nation. Bassie Coleman's story resonates deeply with many because it's about more than just aviation, it's about overcoming systemic barriers, pursuing dreams with relentless determination, and inspiring generations. Collectors are particularly drawn to this coin not only for its historical significance but also because of its limited mintage. While millions of quarters circulate each year, the American Women Quarters program coins have been carefully produced in smaller numbers to maintain their appeal and rarity. The minting process for this coin is an impressive feat of craftsmanship. Struck with precision at the Philadelphia Mint, it carries the hallmark, P. Mint mark. The quality of the coin is excellent, with crisp details that showcase the artistry and care taken by the engravers. Whether held in circulation or preserved by collectors, this quarter captures both history and artistry in a single piece. What makes this coin even more special to collectors is the surge in interest around contemporary quarters that celebrate cultural icons and pioneers. As collectors seek to build diverse and meaningful collections, coins like the 2023 Bessie Coleman Quarter become highly desirable. Its connection to an inspirational figure elevates it beyond just a piece of currency. It becomes a symbol of resilience and progress. Now, imagine owning a coin that not only holds monetary value but also carries a story that can inspire anyone who holds it. It's a tangible piece of history, a conversation starter, and a treasure for generations to come. In recent years, the value of this particular quarter has seen remarkable growth, with pristine examples worth thousands of dollars in the collector's market. This surge shows just how much people value not only rarity but the powerful stories these coins represent. It's astonishing to think that a coin minted just a couple of years ago has risen to such prominence, proving that history isn't just in the distant past, it's alive, evolving, and celebrated today. The 2023 Bessie Coleman Quarter reminds us that progress is possible, even when the odds seem overwhelming. It invites us to reflect on the courage it takes to break new ground and the importance of honoring those who paved the way. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a curious newcomer, this coin offers a unique opportunity to own a piece of history that celebrates courage, innovation, and the relentless pursuit of dreams. So, keep your eyes open, cherish the stories behind the coins you collect, and remember, sometimes, the most valuable treasures are the ones that carry the richest stories. Thank you for joining me on this journey through history and heritage with today's incredible coin. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on our upcoming rare and meaningful coin discoveries. And as always, if you have questions or want to share your own coin stories, drop a comment below. I love hearing from you. That's all for today's video, but stay tuned, because there's always more to explore in the fascinating world of numismatics. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe for daily updates on rare and fascinating coins. Your encouragement truly keeps this channel going and helps our community grow. Every like and share helps more people discover these incredible stories from history. Don't forget to drop a comment below. I love hearing your thoughts and coin stories. Thanks so much for watching, and I can't wait to bring you more amazing finds in the next video.